It was a cold and stormy night. The air was sweet, yet bitter, like Sour Patch Kids. I look down at my watch and make sure what I'm doing is legal. The time says 12:21. At this point in the night, what I'm doing is more than legal. It's a public service. Over the sound of the rain, I can hear my truck parked and running just around the corner. My friends were probably starting to wonder why I'd been gone so long. They didn't know exactly where I was, but they were fully on board with what I was doing. Crouched behind a bush, hands and feet in the mud, I stare at a man standing in the rain. He's smoking a cigarette, completely unaware of my presence in the bushes just a few feet away. I can feel the rain rolling down my face as I continue to silently stare him down. But soon my wait comes to an end. He puts the cig out and steps back inside his house. Now's my chance. Stealthily, I leave my hiding spot and move along the side of the house. As I get closer, I hear muffled voices. I see a window above me and look inside. The man's talking to his wife. An argument, actually. Unfortunate for him, but good for me. They'll never suspect a thing. I creep up the porch and make it to the front door. The arguing stops. I might be running out of time now. Just past the door, on the other side of the porch, I see my target, perched up on the banister like some sort of decoration. Disgusting. Quieter than the quietest cat, I start moving towards it. Nothing can stop me now. But then, I hear a loud crunch. I look down. The piece of candy I stepped on was actually my favorite kind of candy. But tonight, it had made itself my worst enemy because I wasn't the only one who heard that crunch bar crunch. A Rottweiler the size of a small bear was losing its fucking mind from inside the house. My cover was blown. He had heard the crunch and bolted over to the window, looking dead at me and going ballistic. I didn't have much time. In just a few seconds, the man and his wife would be here, and I'd be fucked. It's now or never. I sprint the last few steps and grab what I came for. The dog slams its body against the window, and I hear the man and his wife's confused voices getting closer. But that was okay, because I'm fucking gone. By the time I heard the front door open, I was already halfway to my truck around the corner. And guess what, boys? I got the fucking pumpkin. Alright, so it's definitely time to fill you guys in, because you're probably over here going, man, what the fuck are you doing? Why you out here stealing pumpkins, man? No, okay, that's where you're wrong. It's not stealing. In fact, I'd go as far as saying it's community service. About 2 years ago, a tradition was born. The tradition of Free Pumpkin Day. Now, looking back at my friend group, I was mostly known for being the crazy one. Yeah, you might have heard, man, Cal's crazy. Bro, Cal's wild. He tried to fist fight a tiger. Man, that dude Cal's badass. No, okay, no. Cal's not badass. Cal is just stupid. Nothing else to it. But off of first-hand experience, I can tell you, being stupid is great because you think of things that nobody else is dumb enough to even consider. My story puts us back about maybe 2 years ago. I don't really know. I don't pay attention to the time, but it was the big night. Trick-or-treating had already started. I mean, on my way to my friend's house, I had to drive like 3 miles an hour just to avoid slamming into any kids because, you know, they can't seem to find the fucking sidewalk. Honestly, I don't think half these trick-or-treaters even know what a sidewalk is. It's gotten so bad that all around my neighborhood, a bunch of parents put up signs that say, "Drive like your kids live here." Drive like your yeah, right. Oh shit. What the Dude, are you serious? Your costume sucks. I mean, if my kids lived here, they probably wouldn't be playing with their Legos in the fucking street. God, my kids are gonna get hit by a fucking car now that I said that. But regardless, I made it to my friend's house without killing any toddlers, and we have a good old time. What were we doing while everyone else was getting free candy and getting lit at costume parties? Well, we were sitting there, bored out of our minds with nothing to do. Actually, that's not true. We did have something to do. We were watching our buddy Matt walk around his room in his wizard costume. Yeah, that was pretty much it. So obviously I start complaining. Come on, guys, let's go do something. Let's live life. And Dan's the only one to respond to me, and he's like, I am living life, dude. I'm living it to the fullest. He said that while watching Matt twirl around some tiki torch pretending it was his wizarding staff. Come on, dude, let's go adventure or something. I know a spooky abandoned house near me we can explore. That sounds like breaking and entering. No thank you. Then our friend Axe stands up. Well, this was fun, guys, but I should really be heading home. You don't have to make an announcement to leave the room. Just leave. Okay, asshole. I was just trying not to be rude, and also, I need a ride because I didn't drive. Yo, this is perfect. We can drop off Axe and we can do something fun. You know what I'm saying? Wow, Cal, you're saying I'm not fun? Honestly, I just gotta say, Axe, he's actually a pretty fun dude. He's like the definition of a living, breathing meme machine. But anyway, thanks to his beautiful fat ass, we convinced everybody to come with us. Now, I don't even know how we did that in the first place because there was like 8 of us or something. You know what? Let's just get the names out of the way. We have some returning stars like Dan and Nate. We got Nate's little brother, Gay. There might be a B in there somewhere, but I prefer the name Gay for that little fucker. We got Axe, Matt, some guy named Joe, and the other Matt. Yeah, there was 2 Matts, but everybody just called this one by his last name. It's kind of a weird name. It starts with a D. Matt, I know you're watching this. Your last name's weird. Why do you let us call you that? But I'm just gonna call him Dad because it starts with a D, and he was definitely the dad of the group at times. Well, to start off, the best part of the night was when we crammed all 8 of us into a small 2-door Jeep. Actually, scratch that. We made Joe's fat ass stay at Matt's place, but so it was only 7 of us, 4 in the back and 3 of us in the front. And the rule in Nate's Jeep, me and him were BFFs, and I always got the passenger seat. It was an unchanging rule that honestly probably kept the universe in order. But the Jeep was also stick. There was no real center console or anywhere for a third person to sit, so we had to compromise. Gay sat in my lap, and Nate's a rough driver, so yeah, it was a bumpy ride. We're just gonna skip over all the parts that involve Gay. So yeah, we made it to Axe's neighborhood, and I hop out. It's a whole process getting all these big ass dudes out the car, cause Dan's also tall as shit for no reason. But I start fucking around with Axe while he's trying to get out. I'm like closing the door, slapping him with the seatbelt, just being a casual little douchebag. And this fucking dickhead hits my hand, which was holding my phone, and my phone goes flying into his neighbor's yard, and I gotta fucking run over and go find that shit. But I'm over in their yard on my hands and knees trying to find my phone, and I finally find it under the mailbox next to some flowers and some pumpkins. But then I hear Meme Lord Axe say, "Now's your chance, guys. Ditch his ass." And he slaps the side of Nate's Jeep, and Nate's just like, "What? Oh, okay." And then just fucking starts driving off. Now, I didn't have a lot of time. I didn't want to be stuck in Axe's shitty neighborhood for the rest of my life, so I had to stop that Jeep. I immediately lose all rational thought, and luckily I didn't have my phone in my hand, because if I did, I would have immediately thrown it at one of his windows. But anyway, time's going in slow motion. Nate's really driving off, and every second that passes, this horrible joke of leaving me stranded gets less and less funny. So I look around, and the only solution to my problem seems to be this decent-sized pumpkin that was sitting right next to me. I'm not getting left behind. I grab the pumpkin and I take off with it under my arms like a football. I'm basically an NFL wide receiver at this point. I'm striding through yards, ripping up grass, spinning around mailboxes, doing everything I can to catch up to that bitch ass Jeep. All while carrying this pumpkin that I noticed looked like a little girl had spent a lot of time carving a really pretty butterfly into it. But that doesn't matter, because I catch up to the Jeep and I chuck that pretty little pumpkin as hard as I fucking can. It hits the front of his Jeep, and Nate is shook. "Bro, that's my Jeep. No, not cool, man." "Bro, it's fine. It hits your dope ass push guard, bro. That's what it's there for." Then Gay is like, Oh, really? It's there to stop pumpkins? Shut the fuck up, Gay. God, of all the people I love in the world, Gay is one of them. He's probably my favorite, but man, I fucking hate that guy. But like the bitch he is, he shuts up. I love you, Gay. Anyway, Nate gets out and looks at the front of his Jeep to make sure nothing's damaged, but while I'm looking at the pumpkin bits smeared all over his car, I realized something. That was fun as hell. Seeing that pumpkin explode upon impact was very exhilarating, yet relaxing. Guys, I think I just found the perfect sport. What, chucking pumpkins at my car? No, just like chucking pumpkins, like in general. You gotta try it. I don't want to try it. But then Dan speaks up from the backseat. No, wait a second. I think he's onto something. Let's give him a chance. What? What if tonight we get a bunch of pumpkins and we throw them off a building, like a parking garage or something? Yeah, I don't have money for a bunch of pumpkins. Bro, look around. We're surrounded by pumpkins. We can't steal these people's pumpkins, man. What? Nah. Steal? Nah, man. Who said anything about stealing? Come on, think about it, man. It's almost midnight, okay? Halloween is over. All those kids are home eating their candy. Parents are chilling. Nobody's worried about Halloween anymore. Halloween was practically yesterday. I mean, not really. It was still today because it's not 12 yet. Gay, shut the fuck up. God, anyway, you know what I mean. Halloween's over, okay? All the decorations are useless now. It's just garbage sitting in their yard because, you know, tomorrow or in a few days or weeks, they're just gonna throw the pumpkin away. Actually, our next door neighbor has a tradition where they throw their pumpkin off their balcony every year. Gay, if you say another word, I will come over there and beat the shit out of you. But guys, these pumpkins are useless now. They serve their purpose. Nobody really needs them. You know, he does have a point. Halloween's over. These pumpkins are just gonna get thrown away. Exactly. We're just throwing the pumpkins away for them. And then Dad, you know, Matt, Dad, okay. Yeah, this sounds great and all, but it's really crammed back here. Where are we gonna put them? There's like zero space in this car. Oh, we could put them on the roof. No, we're not putting them on my roof. If anything, we'd put them in the trunk. Aha, so you're down for it. No, I didn't say that. Guys, like I said, it's really cramped back here, so if we could hurry up and make a decision, that'd be nice. Bro, okay, come on, dude. Just think of it like Free Balloon Day. Remember from SpongeBob? Yeah, I remember. Fine, let's do it. Hey, bad. All right. But let's go get my car, because I'm not having Gay and a pumpkin on my lap. I drive a red pickup truck, and at this point in my mind, my truck was basically made to steal pumpkins. Wait, not steal, carry, yeah. So fast forward about 30 minutes, we'd gone and gotten my truck. Dan and Dad had gotten in with me, and it brings us to where we started, a giant Rottweiler who wanted to chew on my balls. But like I said, I got away, and that was the first of many houses we visited. We actually had a very systematic process to the thievery. Dad drove my truck down the street. Dan got all the pumpkins from the left side, I got all the pumpkins from the right side, and then we ran back one by one, tossing them in the bed of my truck. This was all while Nate and the rest of them just sat in their car from a distance watching us do all the dirty work. Now, we weren't just grabbing every pumpkin we saw, you know, it had to be worth our time. I'm not gonna risk the chance of getting shot for some scrawny little baby pumpkin. It had to meet a very specific criteria of like, shit had to be big, okay? I just wanted big pumpkins, honestly. There was no criteria. I didn't care that much. It can be carved. It doesn't even have to be orange. Just as long as it fits in the pumpkin family and I need more than 2 hands to carry it, then we're good to go. I'll steal that in a second. Fuck. So yeah, I was sneaking through yards, up to people's front doors, just scoping out and nabbing all the pumpkins. Conveniently, I was wearing all black, so I was basically a shadow of the night. And now we come around the corner, and I was a little ahead of Dan and Dad, cause you know,
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
But I'm sneaking up to a few houses. I look around the corner, and I see the biggest, fattest, sexiest pumpkin I have ever seen. This thing had to be like 4 feet wide and 4 feet tall. I mean, me, my dog, and the girl of my dreams could comfortably live inside this pumpkin. We could probably raise a child and send her to college all from inside this massive, magical pumpkin. This thing was beautiful, and I had to see it explode. I run back to Dad and Dan, and I'm like, guys, fucking follow me right now. Why? What's happening? I think I just found the biggest pumpkin in the world. Bro, that's cool and all, but we have like 20 pumpkins. I think we're good. I don't really want to get caught. Dan, come look at this pumpkin right now, or we just aren't friends anymore. I mean, that's kind of more of a reason for me not. Dan, come on. And Dad, you too. So they come and they cannot believe their eyes. Oh my God. That is a fat ass pumpkin. Yeah, I know, right? Come on now, let's do this. So Dan and I run up to the pumpkin, and me and Dan, we hit the gym a lot. Him probably more than me, but we aren't weak bitches, you know, like gay. But we couldn't get that pumpkin off the ground. Dad, come on, man, come fucking help us. So he gets out of my truck and rushes over, and it takes all 3 of us, 110% effort to lift and then carry this pumpkin over to my truck. My truck's only like 10 feet away and we have to take like 3 breaks. Maybe we are weak little bitches, but I'm pretty sure this pumpkin weighed like 300 or 400 pounds. I mean, this thing was solid on the inside, plus it was just really fucking awkward to carry. There was nowhere to grab onto besides those like little ridges on the side. Nate and all of them are just sitting in their car down the street watching all of us struggle to lift this massive ass vegetable into my truck bed. We get to the edge and let it fall and it fucking squishes 2 other pumpkins. Oh man. Oh fuck, we did it, guys. Oh my god, why am I going to the gym if I can't even lift a fat ass pumpkin? But we didn't have time to catch our breath because right then a light came on inside the house. Now this didn't mean we were caught or anything, but it sketched me out so fast. Okay guys, we gotta go. Something's not right. Just give me a second, man. I'll drive in a second. No. You can catch your breath in the car, man. Come on, let's go. So they get in and I just hop in the trunk bed. I'm looking at all the pumpkins around me. We got like 15 normal ones, and then with that giant one, we probably got another 15. So that's like 30 pumpkins right there. Alright, you good back there, Cal? We communicate through the little sliding glass on my back window. Yeah, man, I'm good. I got like a throne of pumpkins back here. I'm straight. And so he starts driving off. And that's when I hear it. Hey! That's my pumpkin! I don't see the man. I didn't even try and find him. All I do when I hear this is turn to Dad, stick my head through the window and say, drive! What? Drive! Go! Fast! Now! Okay, man. He slams on the gas and I go flying back into the mini pumpkin patch. He's gone. I turn around and look behind us and all I see is a bunch of lights turning on. Other people are coming outside to see what the hell is going on. And then I see a pair of headlights on the road behind us. You're not going fast enough, Dad. I don't know how to drive your truck, man. I don't want to flip. Just go. Do not worry about flipping. My truck's not gonna flip. Whip this shit. I told him to whip that shit, and I'm glad he did, but man, that was a bumpy ass ride. I'm flying around the back of my truck. Pumpkins are shaking and flying too. I'm trying to make sure the giant ass one doesn't roll over and crush me. And then we turn out of the neighborhood and like 2 bounce right out of the truck onto the street. At this point, we're pretty much leaving a breadcrumb trail of pumpkin pieces. What are we running from, Cal? I don't know, man, but someone's not happy. That's right about when my phone starts ringing. It's Nate. I pick it up and all I hear is laughter from the other side, but I can barely hear it because of all the wind in the back of the truck. So I hand my phone to Dan through the window. Hello? That's pretty much how he answers the phone every time. Hello? Uh-huh. Uh-oh. He hangs up. What was it? Well, he said that we're fucked and that somebody in a white sedan is chasing us. I look back and just barely off in the distance, I see those 2 headlights turn out of the neighborhood, and at this rate, he's gonna catch up to us in just a few seconds. Yeah, he's damn right we're fucked. But the street kind of bends, so there's no way they can see us now. Yo, Dad, stop! Turn down this street right here. The thing that might have saved our life was, since we had been sneaking around the neighborhood, my lights weren't on, and they still weren't. Now, that kind of escalates the dangerousness of what we were doing, you know, driving 70 miles an hour with no lights on, but it's fine. The moon was bright and there were some street lights here and there, so we were good. But we turn down the street and we turn around to where we're facing the only entrance, and we wait in silence. And then the white sedan zooms by, and we just all sit there silently till Dan speaks up. Holy shit, we did it. We got the fat ass pumpkin. Haha, hell yeah. It was pretty great. We call Nate back and we tell him to meet us back at Matt's place. We were pretty sure the coast was clear, but the whole ride back we were just terrified that Mr. White Sedan was just gonna pull up on the road next to us or just ram into us out of nowhere. But luckily we made it home safe and undetected by him or any random cops. That would have been pretty fucking awkward. What are you kids doing out so late? Oh, you know, officer, just our civic duty. Stealing pumpkins. When we get back, Nate fills us in. Pretty much as we were driving off, some big, burly, middle-aged white man ran out of his house screaming at us, and they thought it was hilarious. He was enraged, and then as people started coming out of their houses, he goes inside, grabs his keys, jumps in his big-ass white sedan, and then tears through his own yard, ripping up his grass and swerving around bushes, and then drives off after us, going like 80. He was pissed, but it was worth it because we were looking at our collection and a couple of the pumpkins, they were smashed up from the while driving, but for the most part, all the pumpkins were in good shape, even the fat ass one. Now guys, this is a special occasion because this will be one of the few times that I will be able to provide you guys with photo and video evidence, because I know some aspects of this story might seem a little unreal. No, it fucking happened, guys. It was, look at the fucking size of that thing. But you might be asking what we did next. Well, we did the only reasonable thing to do. We threw him off the parking garage. And I'll show you, because if that pumpkin didn't look that big in the picture, it's just because the other pumpkins were also kind of big, you know, very strict criteria. But as you can see, this is Dan and this is the pumpkin. Remember, Dan is tall and that pumpkin was probably his whole upper body. We threw all the pumpkins off the parking garage. Now, seeing them explode when they hit the ground was one thing. Hearing them explode was incredible. They sounded like fucking cannons going off. Like, nobody was concerned about gunfire going on. They were like, oh yeah, I had to lock my doors because there were some cannon shots going off the other night. Some pirates probably got fucked ass up, man. But yeah, that was the birth of a great tradition. The tradition of not only Free Pumpkin Day, but the tradition of making ourselves public enemies to entire neighborhoods. Every year on November 1st on all the Facebook neighborhood pages, you can see all the confusion and anger at the criminals / good Samaritans who came in the middle of the night and did their civic duty of fucking stealing pumpkins, man. So just in case you guys have no plans this Halloween, maybe you're too cool to dress up as a Power Ranger. I know I'm not. How did I fuck that up? But yeah, you guys, spread the tradition. Celebrate this new holiday, Free Pumpkin Day, on November 1st. Honestly, I should probably move it to November 2nd to like give people a chance to bring their pumpkins inside if they want to hide them or do whatever. But nah, it's fine, because for the most part, we're doing a good thing. We're heroes. We're a bunch of asshole teenagers just stealing people's pumpkins.